Do you ever hit that moment where you are just done? You are sick of your own patterns. You are sick of your own voice in your head telling you the same crappy story day after day. Are you muttering, God, I hate my life under your breath more than once a day, more than twice a day, every day? All right, this episode is for you. This is your sign to move if you are feeling stuck, tired, or burnt out. Move, not across the country, not your whole life, but move yourself, move your energy, move your patterns, change your rhythm. And today we're going to talk about how. Hey there, I am Sass Schaeffer, and this is Practice Your Positive Daily. And we are out in the wild again today in St. Pete. This is the podcast where we train our brains, we move our bodies. It's emotional fitness, people. And golly, we need it and we are doing it right. This episode, I am bringing the truth I needed probably 3 years ago. Sometimes I still need to say it to myself, and maybe something that you need to hear too. So stay tuned. Let's talk about that tired that you just can't shake. It's not the kind that even a good night's sleep can fix. It's not really about needing rest. It's about needing alignment, needing purpose, something. So if you've been feeling like you are masking, you are waiting, you are just hoping that something will change, meanwhile, you're doing everything the same. That exhaustion, that is information. It's not despair, it's data. So use it. And we're going to talk about today what that feeling is and what you can do with it. So, this hit for me a couple of times now, right? Because we're always expanding and growing. But this hit after a season where I was pretending I was okay. I had a boss tell me, you're a brave little soldier, but you don't need to suffer in silence at work. And I had a full calendar and everything was color coded and I was everyone's friend and doing everything. But on the inside, oh, I hated my life. It's funny now to say it, right? But we get in these times. And, it was one time I was in the garage. We used to have a garage fridge because I lived in Florida and that's like a thing. And I was getting a drink, like a soda from, or probably a beer at the time, from the garage fridge. And I was just like, oh my God, I don't like this life. This is not what I want to be doing. And once I said it out loud, it honestly just made a difference. Just getting to the truth with myself made all the difference. Sometimes we think that in order to change our lives, we need to like blow everything up, quit our jobs, sell the kids, just like start over. And I get it. We all have that like escapism fantasy, right? Like, oh, I'm going to go be a Buddhist monk, or I'm going to go live in Hawaii off grid, or I'm going to go build a cabin and never talk to anybody. But that's not reality, right? We don't really want to blow up our lives. We need to make small changes. It's these small changes that compound over time and build up that momentum. And that's why I talk about all the time about these micro practices, about daily rituals that keep you moving, keep you focused on your energy, and keep you moving because it's those small daily practices, those rituals, if you will, that are going to build up and really change the position of your life. And it's like a slow, like re-anchoring, right? You're slowly re-anchoring, you're slowly reshaping yourself, you're slowly walking yourself toward what you truly want. These micro practices, it can be a song with intention, it can be a walk barefoot in the grass, it can be texting a friend or having like a deep share, it can be, I like to get in the pain cave, right? One really intense workout, something that helps you shift your energy. It gets stuck in you, but you're not stuck. The energy is stuck. And so the first step is to get moving. I was doing this little bit. I was going to record content. I was going to do a little bit of yoga. And so I just record this little 5 minute yoga thing. And I was about, I don't know, two-thirds of the way through. It was like 4 minutes in, and I just started crying. It was this release sometimes where, my nervous system is like, oh, it's okay to feel. It's okay to slow down enough and feel things. And when we're constantly in motion, it's not the intentional movement, but when we're constantly in the motion, in that kind of like autopilot of go to job, do this for the kids, do this for work, do this for everybody else, that humdrum, we lose that intentionality and we lose that time to really give ourselves a break and check in. And listen, I do it intentionally. We intentionally distract ourselves and keep ourselves busy to not feel that truth. And it's a pay me now or pay me later. And listen, I shuffled off that bill to pay for a lot of years. I'm married and divorced more than once because I didn't want to face my part in my failed relationships. I always put it on the other person or put it on, my childhood or other things instead of getting real that I was the problem. The problem, it is me. When you think you're stuck, just take one action and like what would be a small action that would move me forward? What would move me toward that? We're not talking about getting all the way to goal. We're just talking about what's one thing we can do. And we've talked before about that resistance. When you feel that resistance, that like, ugh, I don't want to record the podcast. I don't want to go out. I don't want to put on pants. I don't want to work out, eat healthy, fill in whatever is good for you and you know you should do. I don't want to have that conversation with that person. When you feel that resistance, that is a big flag. That's exactly what you need to do. And nobody wants to hear that. And I didn't want to hear that. And I didn't follow that advice. But once I realized that resistance was a big cue and that movement, small movement toward it was going to actually release it, it's made a huge difference in my life. And honestly, it's changed the trajectory of where I'm headed because of these small movements and working through that resistance. We talk about movement and I'm not a perfectionist. I like to say I'm not a perfectionist. I just like things to go exactly how I want them to go every time. And if it doesn't go according to plan, like just throw it away, start over, or never talk about it again. But I'm not a perfectionist. Anyone else like that? Okay. Maybe it's just me, but maybe you too are a perfectionist. You think you have to have all the answers. Like, how am I going to do that? Well, who would do this and what would do that? And how would I pay for this? And stop. Just stop. You have to move first and the clarity will come. You can't steer a parked car. Think about that one. You can't steer a parked car. You have to be moving in order to direct your life where you want it to go. And you will pick up information along the way. You will pick up data information along the way. More will be revealed as the time is right. We talk about taking a walk, but listen, taking a walk, like the physical act of moving your feet and walking, is like the least important part of a walk. What a walk does is it tells your body we are moving. Our energy is moving. You're going to take in new sights, right? You're going to see people. You're going to engage with the outside world. And that gets you out of your head and gives you some context so that as you do think about the next step, literally or figuratively, you have input around you that lets you know where you're going. And that's the whole secret to practice your positive. It's this intentional forward activity, an action bias that gets you, your energy, your mind, your body, your spirit all on the same path, that we are in control. We are not waiting for a good day, for things to go right, for the kids to act normal. We are training for that good energy. We are telling our bodies we are in control. We choose how we feel even when it's hard, even when you don't want to do it. You're training yourself to get used to it. You're training yourself to push through and create the energy that you want. And that's exactly what Practice Your Positive is all about. It's that movement. It's intentionally training your energy, not waiting for a good day, not waiting for your spouse to start loading the dishwasher the right way and your boss to be cool at work for you to have a good day, for you to feel positive. It's intentionally training your energy and not getting stuck, because it's easy to get stuck. Listen, there is no judgment here, girl. I have been married and divorced more than once, more than twice. I have changed jobs. I've had multiple layoffs. My house has flooded 3 times, one so bad that I lost everything, including the house. It's not that I lived this perfect life and that's why I learned these things or that's where these lessons came from. These lessons are coming from the depths of my soul and the mile of that I've had to crawl through, hoping that if I can talk to you, I will ease your own journey through crawling through your transformation. Yes, it's hard work, but you are not lazy. Once you're in alignment, it is easier. It is more fun. It is more joyful to move, even when you don't know where you're going. The movement, the journey, it does get exciting, but the first step is you moving and recognizing that you're stuck. Being tired isn't failure. Being stuck doesn't mean that you're a terrible person or that's your whole identity. It's just your body and your mind and your spirit really asking for a reset, asking for a recharge. So that recharge starts with movement, literal movement to do something. All right. This week, don't overthink it. Don't try to fix it all. Just move. Take one action moving toward something that's already waiting for you. If you want it, it's already waiting for you. Don't keep yourself away from that joy that could be yours if you just started. Positive of the day. Come on, it's another one. We're taking a step forward. Girl, I gotta keep telling you because that resistance is real. So today's positive of the day is take one step forward, figurative, literal. You got this. If this episode gave you a little breath of fresh air or even a needed kick in the pants to get moving, come join me. I'm on Instagram at Sass Schaeffer. Team Positive is also up and kicking. We are doing positivity parties. We have positivity boot camps. You can join at teampositive.net or follow us at Team Positive HQ on the gram. We are expanding. This is just moving because you are all so wonderful and we all need this, right? We all need this. So I'm so happy to be here and share in it with you. Listen, you are not stuck. You are just one step away from a brave new chapter. I believe in you. As always, I love you too. Keep practicing your positive, and I will see you at practice.